Hey warriors, welcome back to the channel. Look around you for a moment. The truth is harsh. Life has never been fair, and it never pretended to be. The kind often carry invisible wounds. The loyal are betrayed by those they die for, and the honest watch as the world walks past them without care. Reality doesn't reward good hearts. It rewards strength, cunning, and the ability to stand tall when others crumble. This world isn't built to favor innocence. It favors those who can adapt, those who can command without words, and those who understand that power, not purity, shapes destiny. Every single day, someone is quietly outmaneuvering you. The smiling coworker who praises your effort but steals your credit. The friend who claps for you but burns with envy inside. The relative who plays supportive while gossiping behind your back. Life isn't a peaceful field. It's a chessboard where only a few understand the game, and the rest are just pieces being moved. If you don't learn to play, you will be played. Hundreds of years ago, Niccolò Machiavelli saw this truth before anyone dared to admit it. He lived among kings who killed for crowns and advisors who ruled with words sharper than swords. He watched trust turn to betrayal, loyalty dissolve into fear, and love become a weapon. He wasn't teaching people to be cruel. He was teaching them to survive among wolves without becoming one's prey. If Machiavelli were alive today, he wouldn't cry about injustice. He wouldn't waste a second complaining about life's unfairness. He would adapt. He would move like a whisper through chaos, smiling while he strategized, calm while he conquered. He would never ask for permission. He would make power bow to him.
The world you live in now is not different. It's just louder. Power still rules every space, from boardrooms to friendships, from families to governments. The faces have changed, but the nature of power hasn't. To rise, you must learn the laws that aren't written, the rules people feel but never say. You must understand that silence can be more dangerous than a sword, and that mystery is stronger than strength. Power doesn't shout. It observes. It waits. And when it moves, it changes everything around it. The first thing you must understand is this: never show the whole of who you are. The moment people can predict you, you've already lost. The more they know your dreams, your fears, your weaknesses, the easier it is for them to control you. People rarely admire transparency. They study it, they analyze it, and eventually they use it against you.
Even those you call friends will test your limits, not out of malice, but out of human nature. Mystery protects you. When you say less, you reveal more. When you smile instead of explain, people start wondering, and curiosity always leads to caution. Let them guess what you're thinking. Let them feel uncertain about where you stand. A person who cannot be read cannot be predicted, and that means they cannot be beaten. Power thrives in silence. The loud are noticed, but the quiet are remembered. The second truth is about emotion. Control it, or it will control you. The moment you lose your temper, you surrender your throne. People can sense anger. They can sense desperation even faster. The calm individual is always the strongest one in the room, because he cannot be moved by provocation. While others shout, he observes. While others react, he decides. You will face insults, betrayal, and injustice, but how you respond determines everything. Let your enemies scream into the void while you stand still, unshaken, unreadable. A storm cannot drown the rock that refuses to move. Power is not about shouting louder. It's about smiling when the world expects you to break. When you master your emotions, no one else can master you. The third law of true strength lies in becoming indispensable. Those who can live without you will never truly value you. Those who need you will never betray you. Be the one whose absence causes imbalance. Be the person who carries knowledge, skill, or wisdom that no one else possesses. When people depend on you, they protect you, not out of love but out of necessity. Dependence is invisible control. Make yourself the anchor in other people's storms, and they will never let go of you. Don't demand loyalty. Create it through your value. The irreplaceable are never ignored, but even necessity must be wrapped in disguise. The world loves masks, and those who wear them wisely survive. You cannot walk through life showing your ambition to everyone. Some will admire you, but most will try to stop you. So learn the art of pretending. Pretend to be harmless when you need time. Pretend to agree while you plan your move. Pretend to listen when you're calculating your next step. This isn't deceit, it's strategy. Those who reveal their true intentions too early invite attack. Play the fool if you must, but never actually be one. Let people think they've read you, when all they've seen is the surface. The most dangerous power is the one hidden behind a friendly face. And when the time comes, do not wait. Power belongs to those who move first. Hesitation is death in disguise. The world doesn't reward the polite, it rewards the bold. If you see an opening, take it. If betrayal is near, act before it lands. The powerful don't ask, is it fair? They ask, is it necessary? Do not confuse patience with passivity. Waiting too long makes you forget how to move. A single decisive action can change your entire life. Make it at the right time, and no one can stop it. The one who strikes first writes history. The one who hesitates becomes a footnote. But no matter how far you go, protect your reputation like your life depends on it, because it does. Reputation is the shadow that walks ahead of you. It speaks before you enter a room. People believe stories faster than they believe truth. One rumor, one mistake, one careless word, that's all it takes for the world to change its opinion. Your name is your armor and your weapon. Keep it polished. Defend it quietly but fiercely. Avoid petty fights. They only drag you down to the level of those beneath you. Let your victories speak, and let your dignity silence the rest. When people see you as powerful, they treat you as powerful, even before you prove it. Keep your plans hidden from the world. The more people know about what you're building, the easier it is for them to destroy it. Work in silence. Reveal in triumph. Success feels louder when it arrives from nowhere. When they ask what you're doing, smile, say little, and keep them guessing. Some will envy you, others will imitate you, but none can stop you if they can't see the road you're walking. Secrecy is not isolation, it's protection. A secret dream grows stronger in silence. Do not always be available. Power lives in rarity. When people can reach you too easily, they start to take you for granted. Absence creates value. Step back sometimes and let curiosity grow. When you reappear, do it with purpose. Your return should feel like an event, not a habit. The world forgets what it sees too often. Make your presence scarce so it becomes precious. Distance reveals truth. You'll see who waits for you, who notices your silence, and who never cared. And as you rise, enemies will appear. Do not fear them. Use them. The ones who hate you are often your best teachers. Their criticism shows you where you're weak. Their obsession proves you matter. Let their gossip become your publicity. Let their doubt become your fuel. The higher you climb, the louder they'll shout. But the secret is this: if they're talking about you, you've already won their attention. Let them waste their energy watching your every move while you move beyond their reach. Every insult is a lesson. Every obstacle is a mirror. Turn opposition into strategy, and let your victories be their punishment. Finally, value loyalty, but never rely on it. People are loyal as long as it benefits them. Gratitude fades, and circumstances change. Appreciate the ones who stand beside you. Reward them even. But never forget that anyone can switch sides when the wind changes. Trust is a gift you give in pieces, not in full. Keep your independence sacred. The wise learn to stand alone even in a crowd. Power is not about domination. It's about direction. It's about knowing when to act, when to wait, when to speak, and when to disappear. It's the calm in the chaos, the silence that commands attention, the presence that reshapes the air in the room. The world belongs to those who understand people, their fears, their desires, their illusions, and can turn them gently toward their will. You cannot force power. You can only become it. It grows when you stop chasing approval and start mastering yourself. It thrives when you protect your mystery, when you hold your emotions like a sword, and when your actions speak louder than your explanations. The powerful are not loud. They are deliberate. They don't seek attention. They make attention inevitable. So stop trying to prove yourself. Stop explaining your worth. Build it in silence. Let your strength speak when it must, and your absence echo when it should. Let people wonder how you move so quietly, yet leave such a mark. You don't chase power. You breathe it, carry it, and become it, until the world has no choice but to respect it. People will promise you eternal loyalty today and betray you tomorrow for the right price. Human nature is transactional. Self-interest always hides beneath the surface of kindness. People stay loyal only while it benefits them, and the moment loyalty costs them something, it evaporates. The wise understand this truth early. They appreciate loyalty, but never depend on it. When someone stands by you, acknowledge it, reward it, show gratitude. But never forget that loyalty bought by generosity can be sold for a greater reward. Real security doesn't come from trust. It comes from leverage. When a person's survival, success, or reputation depends on you, their loyalty becomes necessity, not choice. That is the only loyalty you can count on. Always expect betrayal, so when it comes, it doesn't shock you. It simply confirms what you already knew. Never beg anyone to stay. Replace them and move forward as if nothing happened. Power doesn't wait for apologies or sentiment. It moves with forward momentum, never stopping to mourn disloyalty. Respect loyalty, yes, but build your foundation so strong that betrayal cannot shake it. True power is untouchable, even when surrounded by deceit. The moment people around you begin to feel too comfortable, your influence starts to fade. Power dies when there's no sense of competition. When individuals feel their place is secure, they grow complacent, lazy, entitled. But when people believe their position, their access, their favor depend on staying sharp, they strive harder. The powerful know how to create silent rivalry. They keep those around them competing for attention, approval, and recognition. They give small doses of praise, a little reward, then pull it back, making their attention feel like a rare gift. Those who feel chosen will give everything just to stay in that light. Those who feel safe will take you for granted. It isn't cruelty, it's control. Make your approval something that must be earned, not expected. Let your circle always wonder where they stand. Those who compete to keep your favor will work twice as hard to maintain it. The leaders who shaped history understood this deeply. Their allies stayed loyal because they feared losing proximity, and their enemies hesitated because they never knew who held the ruler's ear. Power thrives where tension lives. Keep people guessing, keep them striving, and you'll always hold the strings. Words are easy to spend, but impossible to take back. Silence, however, is priceless. The moment you speak, you expose a piece of yourself, your emotions, your intentions, your fears. But silence conceals everything, and yet says more than words ever could. When you remain quiet, people fill the void with their own imaginations. They wonder what you know, what you think, what you're planning. That uncertainty creates respect, and sometimes fear. The powerful understand the rhythm of silence. They know when to speak, and when to let the world lean closer to hear them. The person who speaks sparingly makes every word heavier. Silence unsettles people. It draws confessions out of them. Many will talk endlessly just to fill the tension your stillness creates. In conflict, silence dismantles arrogance. In negotiation, it forces others to reveal their hand. And in daily life, it makes your presence magnetic, because mystery always attracts attention. Speak when your words have purpose. Otherwise, let silence echo louder. True authority doesn't shout, it whispers and still commands the room. Threats never appear large at first. They begin as whispers, small doubts, subtle challenges. A careless rumor, a jealous co-worker, a quiet rival. They all start tiny, but given time, they grow teeth. The weak ignore these signs and hope they vanish. The strong eliminate them before they evolve. You cannot afford to be sentimental in a world built on power. A problem ignored becomes an enemy. An enemy tolerated becomes a danger. Handle threats while they're still manageable. Remove people who spread poison in your circle. Cut off those who gossip. Confront disloyalty before it spreads. Mercy toward a rising threat is cruelty toward yourself. If you wait until your enemy grows, it will already be too late to defend yourself. History remembers the decisive, not the hesitant. The rulers who survived were not those who loved peace, but those who knew when peace had to be defended through strength. Protect your throne before anyone else even thinks of climbing it. The sharp eye sees betrayal before it happens, and ends it before it breathes. Not every battle deserves your time. The weak fight to prove something. The powerful fight only to gain something. Life will constantly tempt you with meaningless conflicts, the arguments that boost ego but waste energy.
You'll be provoked by people who want to pull you into small wars to drain your focus. Every minute you spend reacting to nonsense is a minute stolen from your true purpose. Choose your battles with surgical precision. Ask yourself, if I win this, does my position grow or just my pride? If the answer is pride, walk away. Silence wounds small minds more than confrontation ever could. Don't swing your sword at every insult. Your energy is too valuable. The greatest leaders in history understood that not every opponent deserves an answer. Every ounce of focus you waste on the trivial weakens your empire. Keep your eyes on your larger vision. Let petty people fight their petty wars. You're not here for crumbs. You're here for the crown. Power is perception. People respond not to what is true, but to what they believe is true. If you appear weak, they'll treat you as fragile. But if you project strength, even in defeat, they will hesitate to challenge you. The most powerful people in history suffered quietly, then emerged publicly as if untouched. When life shakes you, and it will, never let the world see you crumble. Hold your posture. Move with calm precision. Speak as though you are unbreakable. Even when chaos surrounds you, act like a fortress untouched by the storm. Confidence creates the illusion of control, and that illusion becomes real in the eyes of others. People attack only when they sense vulnerability. Hide yours behind poise and presence. The secret to surviving storms is to stand tall even when your knees shake. You can bleed behind closed doors, but in public, you rise like nothing happened. Strength isn't the absence of pain. It's the mastery of composure. The greatest power doesn't boast. It builds quietly. Real strength doesn't need applause. It grows in private, in silence, behind locked doors and late nights. The ones who brag about success before they've earned it crumble first, because noise attracts envy, and envy invites sabotage. Work in silence. Build your foundation while others are distracted by appearance. Strengthen your skills. Form alliances discreetly. Move without announcing every step. When your power is born in the dark, no one can destroy it because no one knows where it began. By the time the world notices you, it's already too late for them to stop you. Think of those who changed history. They rose gradually, unseen, until their influence became unstoppable. Be patient. Let your progress be invisible until it's undeniable. When your time comes, let your success speak so loudly that it silences every doubt ever whispered against you. Love softens people. Fear keeps them in line. If everyone around you feels entirely safe, they eventually test your limits. Too much comfort breeds disrespect. A small amount of fear maintains order where words fail. This doesn't mean cruelty. It means consequence. When people understand that crossing you comes with a cost, they think twice. It can be as subtle as a look that says enough, or as clear as removing someone who disrespects your boundaries. Power requires presence, and presence comes with consequence. Those who are never feared will never be fully respected. Maintain balance. Let them admire your kindness, but ensure they remember your strength. Fear is not about violence, it's about awareness. It keeps loyalty from turning into complacency. Information is control. The one who decides what others know and when they know it controls the outcome of every situation. Knowledge is power.
But power multiplies when it's distributed strategically. The loud often expose themselves by oversharing. The quiet manipulate by withholding. Never reveal everything. Let others see fragments, never the full picture. Control what is said about you, and you control how you are seen. A rumor placed at the right time can be more effective than a speech. A secret kept can shift entire dynamics. People cannot destroy what they don't understand. Manage the flow of information like a chess master, each word released only when it benefits your plan. In this world, perception is reality. If you control the narrative, you shape the truth. Weakness is contagious. If you allow laziness, fear, or mediocrity too close to you, they will infect your mind and slow your momentum. Power cannot grow in polluted soil. Be ruthless about your surroundings. Keep those who challenge you to be sharper, not softer. Remove the ones who constantly complain, drain, or delay. Every person in your orbit either builds your empire or weakens its walls. The same goes for your habits. Destroy those that make you small. Discipline is not optional. It is your oxygen. The weak tolerate toxicity because they fear loneliness. The strong eliminate it because they value progress. Don't carry the weight of others' excuses. Your circle should sharpen your ambition, not dull it. The strength of your empire is measured by the strength of the people within it. Predictability is the death of power. Once people can guess your next move, they can trap you before you act. Mystery keeps you free. Unpredictability keeps you feared. Change your patterns. Alter your routines. Appear when they least expect it. Withdraw when they assume you'll speak. Leave people wondering what you'll do next. The mind hesitates when it doesn't understand, and hesitation is power in your hands. The more unpredictable you are, the less control anyone else has over you. Routine is comfort, and comfort is control handed to others. Keep them guessing. Be the storm they cannot predict, the player they can never read, the silence that unsettles the room. Power, at its essence, is not just strength. It's awareness. It's understanding when to move and when to stay still, when to speak and when to disappear, when to be kind and when to be cold. It's about holding control not through aggression, but through presence, precision, and patience. Never forget, those who talk of loyalty often break it first. Those who demand love often lose respect. And those who boast power rarely hold it long. Real power doesn't announce itself. It simply exists, quiet, composed, unstoppable. When people think they've figured you out, that's the perfect moment to surprise them. Power thrives in unpredictability. Strike when the world assumes you're asleep. Move when they think you've stopped. Even in simple conversations, unpredictability keeps people off balance. A long pause, an unexpected smile, or a sudden change of topic can disarm the sharpest minds. People respect what they can't read and fear what they can't measure. Mystery demands attention because it forces others to fill in the blanks with their imagination. The truth is, uncertainty creates influence. When people don't know what you'll do next, they treat you carefully, afraid of missteps. The unknown becomes your armor, the shadow that hides your strategy. Everyone sees what you allow them to see, but only a rare few ever experience your true depth. Keep your rivals confused, your allies intrigued, and the crowd forever guessing. Let uncertainty guard you more effectively than walls ever could. The invisible edge is always the sharpest one. Most people make noise while they're alive and fade into silence when they're gone. They chase applause, attention, and fleeting validation. They argue loudly, they demand to be seen, and yet, history forgets their names. The powerful think differently. They play not for praise, but for permanence. Legacy isn't built through noise, it's carved through intention. It's in the empire you build, the principles you stand for, and the marks you leave behind long after your voice has vanished. Every decision made with purpose leaves a trail. Every action driven by foresight becomes part of something greater. Power isn't about domination. It's about endurance. It's about moving with the kind of purpose that still echoes when your presence no longer fills the room. The wise know when to retreat. They understand that the loudest man burns out the fastest, while the quiet architect endures through time. There's strength in restraint, wisdom in patience. The strategist who plants seeds and vanishes lets his influence grow naturally, unchallenged by noise or ego. Ask yourself every day, if I disappeared tomorrow, would my impact still exist? Would my work, my words, my influence continue shaping the world without me? If the answer is no, you're aiming too small. Power that depends on your constant presence isn't real power, it's performance. The true legacy builds itself, breathing long after you stop trying to control it. Real power doesn't come from being loved or feared. It comes from being remembered. Machiavelli once said that the strongest fortress is built in the hearts of the people. Influence that's rooted in respect and awe survives even after the person fades. It's not about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being the one whose silence lingers after the noise ends. True power doesn't crave validation. It creates impact. It's the echo that remains when your voice is gone. The shift that continues when you're no longer there to push it. Now you begin to see the world for what it truly is. A chessboard of masks, movements, and quiet wars. The naive are played. The powerful set the rules. What you've learned are not simply ideas, but weapons. But weapons mean nothing if you don't wield them. Use them with grace. Walk with calm precision. Speak less, observe more, and act when it matters. Move like the shadow that no one can predict, and strike only when your timing guarantees victory. Let the world puzzle over you. Why you never seem shaken. Why every setback becomes a setup. And why nothing ever seems to touch your balance. Remember this, power is never handed over freely. It's crafted piece by piece through discipline, silence, and choice. Every word unspoken, every emotion mastered, every move calculated becomes another stone in the throne you're quietly building. Don't chase dominance, embody it. Don't run after recognition. Let it find you naturally. Power isn't an act. It's an evolution of self. The moment you stop seeking it and start becoming it, the world begins to orbit around you. If these words stir something within you, hold on to that spark. It means you're waking up to the truth that power is a language, and you're learning to speak it. Never forget, the most dangerous person in any room is not the one who shouts the loudest, but the one who watches, calculates, and smiles while others reveal their hands. Be unreadable. Be unforgettable. Become the presence they can't ignore, the mystery they can't solve, and the memory that refuses to fade long after you're gone.